Wagwan Children's Times. I just came back from school and apparently Jay Flosen's in my house, in my room for some reason because he didn't have school today. He just got into my house. Probably my mom let him in. Let's see this guy. What monkey's in my house, huh? Monkey? What are you doing in my house? Oh, fucking monkey. I don't know where I am. Look up here, you can't see my eyeballs. Okay. Today, we're gonna try to live stream Uncharted 4. Most importantly, what are we doing? You forgot something. What do you mean I forgot something? What? How could he forget? What? I already did vlog 1. This is a vlog. We're gonna be watching Uncharted, the movie. But before we do that, this guy has only played the first, literally the first part in the first game. So, before I do, let me quickly explain to you the short saga of Uncharted, okay? Okay, so first you and Nathan, Nathan and Sully, they go to the boat, right? Remember the boat? Yes. They get the coffin of Sir Francis Drake, the journal, right? Yeah. It was a statue. So then after going, no, they find each other and it's a giant monastery. Nathan's getting shot at by all these people. Spanish people who are like, whoa, they're monsters. Beats the shit out of him. The statue then falls into the water, hooking him in the leg. Boom, Uncharted 1. Oh yeah, and Sully didn't actually die. He just got shot in the chest. Turns out the journal saved him. The journal caught the bullet. Okay, now, Uncharted 2. Nathan. God damn it, kid. Why'd you get yourself into this shit? Right? And then Chloe comes. Out that it's in the mountains in the Himalayas, the Shangri-La. So then they go Yetis and they beat the shit out of you guys and they go. What does he do? Think. Oh yeah. And they're obtained by the Chintamani stone, so they're like broken in their head. So they're like, and they shoot crossbows and shit. He drinks the resin, the resin, and he becomes Drake. He becomes. And he's like, shoot me, do it. And he's like, Nathan was like, no. And he's like, you don't have the will. And then Nathan's like, maybe I don't, but they do. And then a bunch of fucking big guys, and they beat the shit. She's alive. And then, yeah, done for Uncharted 2. Uncharted 3, we get... Jump down, you open it, you start using the ring thingy. He's like, damn it, kid! Or the real ring, while Nathan actually had the real ring. So they went to this... What did they do after that? I forgot. Okay. Because he's getting mind controlled by the guys in the suits. So he's like, don't touch me, don't touch me. He almost tries to kill Nathan. They find the other piece once again. You try to beat him up, and then you take his journal, you beat up on a bunch of guys, you drop down in a hole, you find Nathan's, or Sir Francis Drake's, passage, where he's like, from the things I saw, I can't do this anymore. And then he goes in, Nathan and Sully and Elena go in, they find this little projector that shows all the stars, and which star will lead into the... And then he wakes up. He's like, what the f? He's sitting down. Kate is right in front of him. There's Talbot and some guy. Bye, Drake. And then he gets out. Looks like he's in the middle of the ocean with in a ship. Water is all over the sideways. And then he's like, I'll see you in the hell, Habibi. He shoots. Very obvious. I told you how I love this part. So he goes into the airport, kills a bunch of people. If you help us destroy this convoy. And he's like, Sully's probably in this convoy. So then they go after the convoy, explode all the cars. Sully's alive. Yay, hug him. And then what happens? And then Sully's like, you gotta stop this kid. They're gonna destroy this place. So they go to the where you were a kid, like you become a kid all of a sudden. Everything's confusing. And then you wake up and there's a bunch of skeletons everywhere. And you're like, holy f***, what is happening? And then you kill a bunch of people, and then some rocket launcher kills these guys, and you're like, who the hell is that? It's Sully. Nathan. Right? And then literally Nathan and Sully fight Talbot. Talbot almost kills Sully, and then he shoots him in the stomach. He's like, and then he falls into the sand. Boom. They escape. And then was going after this pirate treasure, Avery treasure. And then shows them in jail, and then they're fighting they're like in jail, and then they're trying to like but he's like, no, we got to have the permits. His life is so boring and regular. One night he's doing filing papers. Sam is like, I'm 6 months, and he's like, no, 6 months is not enough, 3 months. He's like, what the fuck? Okay. And then fast forward. So yeah, then that's it. Madagascar so far. That's it.
Jesus fucking hell.
Yes, and that's what we're gonna do right now. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the stream. Bye. Shorties and slimes. So we just finished streaming Uncharted 4. It was just like 45 minutes, right? I'm with J Flows. We just finished that. You should check it out. Right now, in a couple of minutes, we're gonna leave to where are we leaving, huh?
Movies, baby.
I hope I got that. Yeah. What? Why did he? This movie theater is literally empty. J Flows is down there like a loser. Excuse me, you can't sneeze here. Anywhere
wow.
about here.
Is this the new Coke Zero Sugar?
Yeah. What am I watching?
Huh?
Yeah!
What?
Yeah!
Am I on something?
Come on, just try it.
Bottoms up.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Help! My ropes are tangled!
How do you back to back these ads?
Someone fancy, Henry?
Just died.
By ice cap.
Just
That's
died.
what it deleted.
Hey, can you
What
share
did they
a rope?
put in this stuff?
Problem solved.
Yes. My Sigma man.
The unit worked for
Time.
I can provide sleep sounds
my
if you
God.
like. I have several options. Some are not.
Kill that.
Creation.
Bro, you can't tell
Is an
me
act of
there's
sheer
some
will.
dinosaurs that just look like it has problems. Like the long-necked one. I don't know how I kept serious when I saw them when I was a kid. But now looking at them, it's like, what is wrong with that thing?
You coming or what?
Don't move.
Is that the dinosaur or is it the word?
I'm vengeance.
They're so thrilled. Don't worry, honey. I got 9 of them.
Okay, you know what? I like this
An
movie.
all-new film filled with more twists and
This is the emo Batman. He wears eyeliner.
Isn't $1 still a lot?
That's me. That's definitely me.
Now I just need to invest in some earplugs.
And a gun.
Alright, Wagwan. So we just went and watched the movie. Short, it was short.
An hour and 30 minutes.
Hour 30 minutes. Keep in mind, it wasn't every single game. It was based off of two games.
3 and 4.
3, so yeah, 2 games.
Maybe
so
4.
this is coming from what? You're the veteran, so what does that make me?
You are hard mode.
Okay, hard mode. Okay, this is just coming from hard mode, okay? Let's start with the way the movie was filmed. I don't like the shots. I don't like any of the way it was filmed, okay? But the storyline itself, it was just so rushed. It was so rushed. Like you were saying, there was just no emotion. It was just like, okay, if you guys know, like supposedly Sam died or something, they literally just skipped over, like what Chloe mentioned it when she smacked the fuck out of what's his name, and then he quickly saw Sully and he's like, you killed my brother or some shit, and they skipped over it. Okay, they skipped over it. The plane scene. Like that fast. Like in the opening of the movie, they made it look like, okay, the plane scene's gonna look sick. Like man's is like knocked out. He's like hanging off the thing, and then the actual scene of the plane scene is just rushed. I don't know. I feel like the storyline was like super rushed. There's no emotion in it. I don't know. My overall rating of the movie is it's rushed. And of the movie, I give it like 5 or 6. Just because it's a fun. Now for the veterans' disappointed view.
Why do we all play Uncharted? Because it has all the aspects in any game possible. It has story, it has relationships, it has adventure, it has murdering, and it has parkour. All 5 aspects in anything possible in this world. That's why people play Uncharted. They play it because it's unique from all the other games. You don't see some guy with a gun who's jumping around, who's an average guy with relationships and does parkour. When have you seen that? Name any game with a regular person going around jumping and shooting while having relationships and he's sane. You can't name one game that an average guy does that. No one. Now what makes this movie terrible is because they made it more real than it had to be. Okay, they made Nathan not be able to kill anyone. Rather, he started knocking out people. You know, and their chemistry with Sully and Nathan. See, that's the thing. I don't see it as Nathan. I see him Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. I can't relate Nathan to because they're not accurate whatsoever. First of all, okay, good job to you, Sony Computer Entertainment Productions. You know, it took you 16 years to finally put together a movie. Now, the promotional ads. You put Sully with a mustache to the end of the movie, and no.
Not even the end of the movie. Yeah. After the first set of credits.
Yeah. Just that little teaser. Yeah. And then you put it in your ads as if you're like, oh, Sully, you know, Sully's gonna have this and this and this. It's like none of like the chemistry is so rushed. You see Nathan and Sully as two as Sully being a father figure to Nathan, but in this movie they switched it around and Sully is just some stranger. It's some stranger you do not even know of, and they're constantly backstabbing each other. Like the character dynamics is so terrible as well because you don't even know the characters that much. Because 1 second they're together, and I can understand, you know, that's a nice thing to do to make each other, you know, betray each other and make it like, oh, you can't trust anyone. But it got so repetitive,
and you could have made that more like,
you know,
intense.
Yeah, more intense and emotional.
It was just like switch up. Okay, now we'll be friends. No, I'm gonna switch up. Oh yeah, we'll be friends. Switch up, like, no.
It's constantly repetitive. It's like 1 second they're friends, and then 1 second they're fighting, and then 1 second they're friends. It's so weird. And then you make Nathan an alcoholic to make it even worse.
That wasn't even good.
Like, I never saw Nathan and a bartender before. I haven't seen him always swinging alcohol before and constantly drink it in any moment possible. Sully is literally the same age as Nathan in the movie when Sully's supposed to be a little older than Nathan. To a point where he can be like a father to Nathan. Okay? Where is Sully's cigar? I don't see any of Sully's cigar.
Till the end.
I don't see his famous gun that he always carries around with him. I see this guy who's just thirsty for money. And sure, in the games, you know, Sully is thirsty for money, but at least he does have a heart for Nathan. In the movie, they just destroyed his character. Antonio Banderas. He's supposed to be this insane guy who's willing to, and he's talking all about his family's fortune and talking about his strive and ambitious stride for this treasure, and then you just kill him off from this girl who's just a mercenary. You know, you could have made an intense scene with Tom Holland fighting Antonio Banderas or something. You could have done something. No, she just kills him, that's it. And then just nothing else. Nathan, when he finds out about his brother Sam being killed, it felt like it was only like a minute and a half that he felt emotional about it, and then he just went away and he's like, okay, I'm gonna find the treasure as well. The plane scene, which is probably one of the biggest and best and favorite scenes I ever had in any gaming history, which is Uncharted 3. This guy knows, because every time I play it, I'm like, yo, watch this, or watch this YouTube clip, watch this. I make sure he watches it because it's so amazing, so fun, it's so creative how they did it in the game. And sure, you know, you can't put everything in the game into the movie, but if you're gonna be so dry with it, at least switch it up. But you guys, like, actually just went opposite and went under than the games. You guys did not even try. And look, I'm sure a lot of people put a lot of production into this, a lot of budget. It was a good movie, don't get me wrong, but it's like something you guys made bank of. It doesn't feel like anything. It just, if even John Wick, the movie about a guy trying to kill a bunch of people just because he stole a car and a dog and killed a dog. It's like, they
made that really good.
Yeah, and the movie is literally just killing, and that has more emotion and more conflict into it than this movie has. And it's so, because it's supposed, I was waiting for this movie to be like, you know, I want to see a part, because I'm emotional when watching movies. I love crying in movies because it just makes me connect with the person. I did not connect with Nathan. It's not because they don't look alike. It's just they didn't even make the characters even close to what Nathan Drake is, or Victor Sullivan is, or Chloe Fraser.
Here's the thing: they named the characters, but they didn't make them the characters. There's no character.
Yes, no character development. It's bland. I feel like they just stayed the same throughout the whole movie. They didn't learn anything. Okay, sure, you know, Sully at the end, he did something which, you know, he threw away his addiction over friendship, which he would never do. And I was
okay, but still, he was still so hyped when Drake gave him all the shit. Like,
yeah, right. Like,
nothing changed.
Not like there's no character development. No one learned any. Like, what is the lesson in the movie? What is the lesson? Because you can find any movie and pick out like some little thing and say that's a lesson. I don't see the lesson in this movie. Don't be greedy.
That's like slight. It's like a minute. That's like a 2-second scene. But okay, here's my thing. 2 things. What movie that has been made based off a game has been good? Name one.
That's true.
Name one. There's no movie that's been made off a game that's been good.
That's true. Like
Warcraft. Okay, maybe.
Tomb Raider.
I didn't watch it, but I doubt
Tomb Raider was so bad. Everyone was disappointed. Tomb Raider. Probably this new Halo movie that's gonna come out.
No, that looks good. That actually looks good. But then again, I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on. But that looks good.
Same thing we said to this movie.
Okay, and then the second thing, this is my thing. I expected it to be rushed. I was thinking it was still gonna be good though. I was still thinking, okay, the biggest scenes in the game, they're gonna emphasize on that. But I was expecting the characters to be rushed. Okay? What I was wanting was, okay, they should have done like a saga. So like one movie, you know, it could be decent, okay? I always draw attention. It doesn't have to be perfect. Second movie, like build off of the second one, and then like some Star Wars shit, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a whole storyline in every movie, because obviously they can't fit it into like a 2-hour movie. And I would have wanted the movie itself to be longer. Even though longer content obviously fans don't get attracted to longer content and short content these days. But that's what true fans like this veteran here would have liked, right? You would have wanted a long movie with that's very good.
And I don't have a problem with them like changing the story up, you know. By all means, it's a movie, you know. I played all the games. Why would I want to watch a movie about the game? I wouldn't, right? You would love to see some switch up, but the things they switched up made no sense. The characters did not have any screen time whatsoever. Like, it's not even like the actor's fault. It's whoever, you know, scripted it and also directed it, because they could have done so much of a better job. You know, there was some scenes where I smiled and, you know, laughed and it was funny, but seriously, you guys could have did so much of a better job. And it's so disappointing because I'm a giant fan, and so that's probably why out of everyone that watched the movie, I'm probably really disappointed from it, because everyone that the critiques that I got from everyone that talked about the story, they all said, oh, the movie's so nice, it was funny, it was action. It's like you guys haven't played the game like I did for you to understand it. The game puts you in a situation like no other before. Like, and I like even Uncharted 4, they made it unrealistic, which was so cool. And you can make the game like or the movie like that. Mine as well, because you guys made some scenes that were unrealistic. You guys could have continued it. Who knows what you could have did? Like, I'm not gonna make ideas for you because you guys are all dedicated to making movies, so I expected better from you guys. I'm not saying I could have made a better movie, because
I could have.
He probably could have. I have no idea about making movies.
No, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm thinking about, like, I could have made a better... You could have made a better movie, and don't say you couldn't have.
Maybe I just can't think about it on the spot, because...
No, because you've played the entire... Okay, look. If you had 16 years to make a movie on all the games that you've fully played, and you just... Before this, obviously, if you guys see it, he just explained to me the whole game, no script or anything. He just looked straight and was like memorizing the whole thing. All 4 games. Okay? But imagine you had 16 years worth of time to make a whole movie.
Yeah.
On Uncharted. You could have made it better than that.
I know.
But their thing is, like your dad was saying, so many people were in it and then they had to leave.
Yeah.
So they took their shit and then obviously
it was
Hollywood
a whole
needs it.
group experiment at the end of the day. Some person took a shit, and then someone mixed it with their shit, and then it just ended up to be this whole masterpiece. Look. Well, Nolan North, that made me smile when I saw him. Because you know what? I said, that's my Nathan right there. And he said, I went through something like that as well. And then that just made me remind me of Uncharted 3. Man has been through so much stuff. That made me smile. Because it's like, damn, that guy, oh my god, that's my childhood. That's my childhood right there. And like, it was crazy. It's just, none of the characters had development. You know, one idea that I had, which I told him, which he was like, oh, you know what, that's actually good. Sully had something to do with Sam's death, which I understand, you know, Sam, spoiler alert, well, I'm probably going to say it before this vlog, but Sam is not dead, so they could have made, if Sam died, right, they could have been like, Sully killed him, and then that could have a whole lesson, and the theme could be, you know, forgiveness and loyalty, you know, and prioritizing things, like, anything, man. Like, I'm not gonna make a whole movie for you guys. You guys know what to do. You guys just didn't do it.
You're actual filmmakers and story writers and script writers and character choosing. Like, you could have even chose, like, Mark Wahlberg's a good actor. I know your dad doesn't like him, but Mark Wahlberg's a good actor. Just, he doesn't fit a Sully. Like, Mark Wahlberg's, like, sounds the same in every movie. Like, every time he says, hey, kid, or when he gets, like, mad, he sounds the same, or when he's, like, frustrated. But when I was saying, like, Harrison Ford could have played a better, I don't know who could have played a better Drake. I still think Tom Holland could play a good Drake.
Or even Nolan North.
Yeah.
Nolan North, because he looks like him. His character's designed from his face. And I can understand, you know, because they were trying to make the big bucks. You know, they put...
They still could have.
They put Tom Holland there to make the big bucks. Because, you know, Spider-Man, No Way Home. And then right after that, that's probably why everyone watched the movie. Because Tom Holland's name is up there with the whole Spider-Man trilogy. Especially he became a meme, like everything like that. So that's what people are going to say. Tom Holland is in Uncharted? Let's watch it. Bro, no one... that I know watched Uncharted did not even know any from the game. Literally did not know no from the game. And oh my god, at the end of the movie, look. I went to watch a couple movies in my life. Never have I heard anyone, except for when I was like 2 years old. No, like 7 or 8 years old. People used to clap at the end of the movies, right? Remember the old times? Now people just stare. But this movie, no. The people right behind us, they got to stand up and clap. Bro, don't sit down.
They're like younger too. They're like our age. They're like 18.
2 years old.
Yeah.
And then we go, and then even Jay Flows had to let his anger out somehow. These kids are playing basketball in the arcade section. He's like, yo, did you watch Uncharted? And they're like, yeah, we've watched it. And then you're like, and then I was like, yo, did you like play any of the games? And then they're like, yeah, I played all 4 of them. I'm like, which one's your favorite? He's like, 4. I'm like, wow, the latest game is your favorite. And I'm like, okay, well, it's bad. Don't watch it. I'm like, oh, you already watched it. And then I just dipped. I'm just like, fuck hell.
I was about to go. You know the 2 girls walking in front of us? We were leaving. I was about to go tell them. I was about to just walk around, but we had to leave. But anyways, yeah. You know how they make Baywatch, for an example, okay?
Yeah.
There used to be
a
TV show, right? And then they made the movie. And the movie isn't even bad, but it's different when it's a TV show.
It has the same aspects.
Yeah, but like, it's different when you're watching a TV show. Okay, you might still have an attachment to the characters on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they recreate the movie. Okay, that's different. When you've played how many have you played?
6.
6 games. For how many years?
Too much.
Like, as soon as the games came out. Look at your PS4. Like, look. You have the thing here, wherever the fuck it is. Man's had the picture.
I dressed up as him as well.
Yeah, like, you're attached to the characters, the storyline. It means everything to you. And obviously, this is like Marvel fans critiquing Marvel movies. Like, oh, no, that's not... Like, this is a shit movie. Like, okay, whatever. Maybe it's just super fanatic. But they could have just made it so much better.
Look,
Better filmmakers. And I hope in the future that a different company remakes the movie and makes it so good.
They left it on a cliffhanger, so...
No. Not for the sequel. Like, restart the whole movie.
I doubt they're gonna restart the whole
A different company. Not the same company. A different one.
Look.
I hope they do that. Because I feel like there's so much potential with these games. Like, they could actually make a good movie off.
Okay, we talked about the negatives, the positives, okay? Nolan North. Good
His cameo.
thing he added that to the thing. Because you know what? It gave me some hope. I looked at him, I said, if this movie's bad, I'm going to play all 4 of your games. Which I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna stream the shit out of it until I die. I'm gonna play all the games. I'm done. Okay, another thing. When he opens a suitcase, if you look, Naughty Dog thumbprint. Okay, I noticed that. I know my Naughty Dog when I see it. Nice. That was pretty nice. That's all the Easter eggs I saw.
I guess the ending where Sully has a mustache and his cigar.
And his green thing, his green button-up shirt. Yeah, that's from the 3rd game as well. This guy needs to play. Yeah. This guy needs to play. But yeah, Shorties and Slimes. Overall, I never ever rated things so low before. Like, I critique music with 8s and 7s or 9s or 10s. But this movie is probably a 5. And that's...
You're gonna rate it a 5? I rated it a 5. 6 the highest.
5.
You're gonna rate it a 5.
Yeah, 5 or lower, man. Why am I rating it with 5 points? 1. Because they had Tom Holland and good actors in the movie, though. Those were good actors. They didn't get good screenplay, but good actors. You can't lie. They didn't give the right scripts to them, but they still did a good job. Okay? Scenery. It was a beautiful scenery. They went different areas. If it was in one area, look how boring the movie would have been. Yeah. If it was in one area. They kept some sort of the aspects from the old games. Bro, if there wasn't no plane scene, bro, I'm literally, the movie is running on fumes. Put no gas in a car and try to start it up. That's what the movie would be. Okay? 4th. Can't
even find it.
I can't. Okay, just
So rated a 3.
Oh, that's so bad. And that's the sad reality of it. Oh, guys, look, I'm done. Are you done? Please just be finished. I don't want to talk. You're done? You're done. Okay, I thought this vlog was going to be, me and Jay Fools are going to make fun of the movie. We're going to leave and be happy. No.
We're making fun of the movie and left, but
we're left disappointed. I'm playing Uncharted 4. Shorties and Slime, this is my 2nd vlog. Bullshit. What do you have to say? 1 word to describe. If not, then 2. I'm disappointed too.
Disappointment. Expected disappointment.
Okay. Shorties and Slimes, I'm gonna go jump off a plane and land in the Rubal Kali Desert.
And for when they remaster the movie, AK. for Nathan Drake.
AK for Nathan Drake.
Sign the petitions. They're in the comments. Look at my crazy eyes. You can sign them. Him.
Me.
Nathan Drake.
Me.
Nathan Drake.
Me.
He has the actual ring.
And also in the game, wait. Yeah, the ring gets lost.
Yeah, but at that, they didn't even emphasize on it, but remember at the
And
very
also
end, he took it back.
The ring is tied like this. Like this.
Yeah, but they tied it on the back.
No, they tied it with just the ring hanging.
Yeah,
it's just to put the ring like this.
Yeah.
They didn't even tie it properly.
Yeah. You guys can't even see your faces. You wouldn't want to see this. But.
Okay, Shorties and Slimes, I'm done. I'm gonna go stream Uncharted 4 with this guy. Okay, enough. Okay, guys, what do you guys, okay, hold on, we're gonna do it like a playful. Go behind me. Alright, Shorties and Slimes, done.
So,
see you
later.
Peace
out.
Bye. Bye. His name.
AK.
AK made it.